Ancient silverware is regarded as a unique and important local handicraft from Surin province. This has been so since ancient times. It is assumed that it was originally disseminated by Khmers in the northeastern region in Sisaket, Buriram, and neighboring provinces. The outward uniqueness of this silverware from Surin is in its distinctive design, patterns passed on from generation to generation. Prakuam is a Khmer word for round silver or gold earrings, similar to prakam and takao. Its design graciously imitates the patterns of flowers and nature.
อันนี้ดอกรำหอกทึบ
Kru Puan Jiao Tong from Ban Chok in Surin is incomparably the preserver and the inheritor of such ancient designs. Today, Kru Puan still constantly carries on the making of the silver handicrafts. He started as a 13-year-old boy who was interested in the silver and gold-making crafts. He had pursued the knowledge of the craft by learning from local masters. The lesson fee back then was 1.5 baht, a white cloth and a bottle of liquor. Later, he could make 4 of the takao designs. His ambition was to seek additional knowledge from other sources. Now he is the only master artisan who specializes in all 13 ancient takao designs. They are Lai Ramhok, Ramhok Pit, Lai Tang O, 3-tiered Tang O, Dok Rawieng, Rang Phung, Lotus, 3-tiered lotus, Kajon flower, Kai Mangda, Rang Tan, sunflower, and jasmine flower. Later, he used his ancient takao designs to produce other ornaments such as bracelets, necklaces, and belts, which have become very famous both inside and outside the country. With a determination to preserve the ancient designs, he made a takao belt with all 13 gorgeous designs for Her Royal Highness Princess Maha Chakri Sirinthorn, a feat of which he is extremely proud.
13 ลายนี่2 เส้นเองไปถวายท่านพระเทพที่ในวันนั้นเส้นหนึ่งแล้วอันนี้ชุดหนึ่งท่านบอกว่าอย่าขี้เหนียวนะความรู้อย่าขี้เหนียวเลยผมรับปากเลยมาสอนตั้งใจจะให้เด็กแถวนี้มาเรียนตั้งแต่นานแล้วผมไม่เคยปิดไม่เคยอะไรเลยแต่เวลาเขาจากเรียนเขามาขอให้ใครเงินแกวันละเท่าไหร่เขาถามนี่ผมมีเงินที่ไหนจ่ายให้มันมาถามอะไรให้เงินวันละเท่าไหร่ทั้งที่ยังไม่เวียนอะไรเลยนี่มาถามแล้วเขาไม่เอากันแล้วไป
Since that day, he has been focusing on disseminating knowledge of silverware making to all interested people, from government agencies to the general public. His purpose is to ensure the continued existence of this specialist craft for the nation. As the art of silverware making is an exquisite and delicate craft, the artisan must have true love, strong intention, and great patience in order to complete even one piece. To start the process, he has to check the weight of the silver beads needed and then melt them in the crucible. The molten silver is then poured into the shallow vessel to create a silver bar which is ready to be hammered into a flat sheet. Repeating the melting process, but this time the molten silver beads are poured into the longer shallow vessel to create a longer silver bar for the silver thread making process. The silver bar is hammered into the required size. One portion is pulled to create silver thread by filing away one end until it is pointed, and then inserting the pointed end into the rolling mill, starting from biggest channel to the smallest channel respectively, until the diameter of the thread is as small as 0.5 millimeters. The next step is to crimp the base of Kai Mangda by using a pattern crimping wood to curl up the thread into a floral leaf form. The artisan simply torches the floral leaf, and then reshapes it respectively into the desired designs. The joint of each item must then be fused together. The silver sheet is punched to get two circular silver sheets. The artisan applies the soldering flux on the circular sheets and then melts it. He joins the heated circular sheets at the center of the flower, retorches it, and gives it the final touch. After that, the artisan uses a pressing steel to evenly adjust the surface of each floral leaf. Another silver plate is shaped to create a tiny umbra. At this stage, the umbra is firmly fused on the other side of the flower. Deep concentration and the movement of his hands on the silver exhibit his high competence. The next stage is to create the body of the Kai Mang Da flower by winding the spiral thread into different sizes, measuring to form 3 layers by using calipers, and the welding the ring together. After that, it is placed on the flower. The molten thread is wound around the brass cylinder bar. It is wound once again over the thread to create a worm for the silver item decoration. The worm is then cut into individual rings and firmly fused to the joints of each ring. This is called dok prik, which is later fused around the Kai Mang Da flower. Tiny threaded rings then placed under dok prik to support it. The artist normally duplicates this process to create Kai Mang Da, consisting of Kai Pla dots made of the spirally threaded metal made into small granules. The Kai Pla is then firmly fused around each floral leaf, including on the dok prik. The gracious finished Takao Kai Mang Da is reheated and cleaned in the sulfuric acid once again. Kru Puan is able to make prakyum according to the ancient methods. He cuts the silver plate into the required size and rolls it around the bar to get a tube shape. It is then beaten into the desired shape from the top to the middle part on both sides. The artisan regularly keeps heating and beating the silver item until he gets the prakyum desired. Attach the mouth of prakyum with a silver thread ring and fuse it together. Fill damar into prakyum. Press it until the surface of prakyum is filled tightly. Engrave the lotus petal pattern onto it. After the lotus petal is finished, a hole is made through the center of prakyum. At this stage, it will be cleaned and polished once again. Now it is ready to be strung together into ornaments, for instance, bracelets and necklaces. Pride and love of his craft can be seen in every piece of his silverware. The movements of his eyes during each process indicate the necessary concentration. All these things are reflected in his exquisite silverware.
พอดูเลยผมจะทำตั้งใจนานแล้วจะทำต้นขวาวเห็นไหมต้นขวาวทำกิ่งไว้แล้วดอกมันอันหนึ่งแล้วว่าจะทำต้นใหญ่กว่านี้หน่อยกิ่งประมาณ 3-4 กิ่งทำแล้วก็ไม่ไว้ที่บ้านไปไว้ที่อำเภอนู่นแหละ
Kru Puan Jiotong is not only regarded as an artisan, but he is obviously a master artisan who has created precious items of silverware for years. Because of him, the knowledge of this type of craftsmanship has been reborn. He has gone on to initiate new designs in the full spirit of being a master artisan of Thailand.